Everybody, I'm Dave.
And I'm Brenda. And this is Molly.
Tonight on our Fireside chat, we've got a lot of little things to talk about, things that are going on in the villages over the past week, some things that haven't started we'll give updates on. And we also want to tell you about an experience we had when we first moved in here with a problematic contractor. We'll just call it that for now.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get a few things set up and we'll be started in just a second. All right, tonight it's actually a little bit cooler. We actually need the fire a little higher than we typically do. And may have to turn it up as the night progresses. It is 55 degrees out here right now. High was about 70 today. I'm going to go into the mid to upper 40s tonight. So yeah, I know we're suffering down here, and it's cold. No, I'm kidding. I know there's a lot of people up there in the snow that wish they were in these temperatures. Mm-hmm. But we got a little bit of a cold snap. We'll have some 30s next week. So nothing below freezing yet, but it's coming. We'll get a couple of frosts for the year. Wanted to talk, first of all, mention I'm getting ready to go back to work. Yeah, most of you know I still work full-time, and I travel for work. Well, I've been home here from November up until
it's been very nice. Your winter vacation.
Yeah, so I'll be back on the road again starting next week. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try and keep videos going at least once a week, but they may slow a little bit from where you've been getting 2, sometimes 3 a week. I'm not going to be able to keep that pace when I'm on the road. Nah. But we'll still have some good stuff for you and try and keep you informed on what's happening. Yeah. And just bear with us if we miss a week. And we'll do our best to keep things going. You can also follow us on Facebook. Since on Facebook, sometimes we put some little quick things we see happening during the week. And I usually do a lot of the video editing, but Brenda may be around and catch something. We'll get that up on our Facebook page, little happenings throughout the week. So if you aren't already following the Facebook page, do that. It's Exploring the Villages. I need to look. I'll put it on the screen. I'm not sure if it's Exploring the Villages Florida or Exploring the Villages, but I'll pull that up and put it on the bottom of the screen there so you can know where that page is. All right, a couple of little things I wanted to update on. McDonald's has started. Why are we're excited for McDonald's? I know that seems silly, but there's not fast food south of 466A. I don't think there's any fast food. There's a Subway, and I don't really count that as a fast food, but a freestanding fast food building
that you can take your golf cart. Yeah, that's what I mean. There are things, but not golf cart accessible.
Yeah, nothing inside the villages. But anyway, McDonald's has gone ahead and set the pad, or they're getting ready to put in the pad. They've cleared the land and prepared to start the foundation for the McDonald's over at Magnolia Plaza.
Which is right there.
Yeah, and there's still supposed to be the 7-Eleven gas station that'll be coming over there at Magnolia Plaza.
A lot of conveniences.
I've seen some plans for it. I don't think anything's it's finalized, ready to go yet, but it's still in the works and the plans. It really looks cool. It's going to be decorated very much similar to the front of Magnolia Plaza. Some of that nice brickwork and stucco, and it'll be a nice looking place. And
stonework.
Stonework.
Yes. I love that look.
Have plans right now. It'll have a car wash there also. So I'll be happy when we have a gas station, because we don't have that either. South of 44, we don't have a gas station. So that'll be great.
The conveniences will be great.
So we get little
get
things.
Gas, get a McFlurry, do a little loop.
Yep.
I tell you.
Yeah, run over there and go to the grocery store and get some groceries. There we go. And there's a bank over there. It's everything's there. Little things make us excited.
We're lucky. We're lucky that we're lucky.
Let's see, a couple of updates on things out there. DeLuna Phase 2, I know a lot of people have been waiting for that area. We checked it today. No foundations as of yet. I am getting nervous. That was a prediction I had, is DeLuna Phase 2 would start in February for the first foundation. And
I'm watching for the porta potties to be delivered, because that's also an indication that they're going to start.
Yeah, that's one of the first
things. And I didn't see any today.
Yeah, so hasn't started. I'm still predicting February. I said I'm nervous they may get in there before that, but that's okay. Then they also, I noticed today, they were pouring the concrete walls for the pool in DeLuna. The new section of DeLuna. That pool there is going to be an adult pool. That recreation area of DeLuna, specific things, they've listed out exactly what's supposed to be there. It'll be an adult pool. They'll have bocce, corn toss. There'll be a small pavilion there, so you could go there and eat under the pavilion if you wanted. Pickleball, shuffleboard, and tennis. Let's see, was there anything else? That's all that's going to be there at that DeLuna Recreation. There won't be a building for like meeting rooms or things like that at the DeLuna Recreation area.
But you'll have all your outside activities.
Yeah, a lot
like
of
all the other
outside
ones.
there. And that will be an adult pool. I know some people have asked about that, what type of pool. At least that's what they're listing on the Continuing the Dreams documents they put out. I remember if you watched our last Fireside chat, I had everything in small print and had dark highlighter on it. I couldn't read it. It's in large print and I didn't.
And no highlighter on it.
No highlight. I have a highlighter so I can check things off if I need to. All right. Next area was Richmond. Give you a quick update on the village of Richmond. Still a long ways off before there's to be a foundation in there. But they paved the very first road going in.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. One of the main roads going in. And also we noticed there's going to be a staffed gatehouse.
Yes, that popped up overnight.
Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be a gatehouse there, but that building is under construction.
Right there at the entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the recreation area for Richmond, just like over at DeLuna, they've started to lay a little bit of it out. It's not under construction, but you can see some pads area that they've flattened out. That area that's flattened out is over where there's going to be the things like pickleball and I think platform tennis. Now the specific things that's going to be in Richmond at this, what it's called the Clarendon Recreation Center. A recreation area, I'm sorry. There will not be a recreation center. Again, this won't have a building with meeting rooms and that type of thing at the Clarendon Recreation. This is right as you go into Richmond, as you go through that entry gate. There will be a family pool at this one. So remember, family pool, you can bring your grandkids or people that are under the age of 30 can go to that pool. If you're 30 or older, you have to be 30 or older to go to an adult pool. So it'll be a family pool at Clarendon Recreation, bocce, corn toss. There's be an outdoor exercise.
I think those are very nice. They're popping up around.
Yep, a lot of those. So you kind of can go around the walking areas, and there's basically some outdoor kind of weight type machines that you can use. Another pavilion will be there, so you can eat outdoors. There'll be pickleball. This area will have platform tennis.
Nice.
Yeah, and sand courts. Exactly, sand courts. What they mean? I'm guessing like volleyball and maybe.
So.
I think there's a sand
at
tennis
River
or
Bend.
something.
They've got something like that at River Bend.
But it's listed as sand courts. Of course, shuffleboard and regular tennis. So there'll be a lot of outdoor activities there, but not a building at that one.
But they have everything else covered.
Yep. Your meeting rooms, closest meeting rooms to that is going to be over at Oklahoma Recreation Center when that opens. All right. Try to run through these a little quicker. The Homestead Recreation Center. That was another one I had predicted.
That was my prediction.
Yeah, both of us are
and I've got like 14 days for it to come true.
We're not feeling good about our predictions.
My one prediction, I don't know that it's going to happen.
Yeah, Homestead, it looks ready. We've checked it every day to see if they've snuck an opening in there.
I want to be right.
There's no activity going on there, so it looks ready.
But there's still brown paper on the front doors, and
so I still feel like it's maybe just waiting for some
I'm
tiny
not
little
going
thing
to give
to
up
happen.
hope until like
Yep.
February 1st.
So we are still predicting it's going to open in January. That's our prediction. So we'll see. But I won't be surprised for an announcement any day for that to be opening up. Remember, that area had the astronomy pads, and it's got a nature walk area that's going to be going back into the woods.
And the dog park and all your other things like you listed at the other places.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a lot of things.
And a bank machine.
And that's already been installed. I saw that.
Yeah, that's right. Bank machine is there. Let's see. Tilt wall construction. Wanted to mention that real quick. I remember I talked about the area of the tilt wall. These are those concrete walls they're putting together for the courtyard villas that they build now. And over in Hawkins, the tilt wall was done in 45 days. There were 70 units put up. I thought that was quick. Now that 45 days included weekends. Well, then when they moved, it was January 1st, they moved over to the next area, which is Area 3 of St. John's. That's where they're doing the next area of tilt wall. Well, I'm watching. I saw when they started, so I'm watching. In the first 5 days, they did 15 units. That's for the walls going up. They finished the walls on 15 units in 5 days, 3 a day. That's much quicker than they were in the other area that I had calculated. So they're still picking up the pace and doing pretty well.
It's fascinating to watch the crane lower the walls.
That was last week. Today is Thursday the 13th.
Yes.
And we went and checked it this afternoon. They had been a half day, maybe a little more than a half a day of work today on this Thursday. So in 3.5 days of this week, they did 13 more. That's more than 3 a day. So
the pace keeps going.
Pace is going. There's a total of 63 units that need to have walls done over in that section. At the pace they're going, they should be done in about 2 weeks. So that'll be a total 4 weeks to get it knocked out.
And roofs are already going on some of them.
Yeah, a bunch of them have roofs going on there. So 4 weeks, and they'll be moving to the next area, which brings to the question, where is the next area? Speculation alert. We think the next tilt wall area is probably St. John's Area 2. I'll put the map up so you can see there. But Area 2, they've already put some foundations. They're pretty far along doing foundations there. There's no indications they're getting ready to do any type of block walls or anything. We can look at the foundations and we can tell that they will not be vinyl. So they're definitely they're definitely villas, and they're definitely going to be concrete or block. But I think it's going to be the concrete. So I think that's where they're going to be going to. And we'll know that in a couple of weeks at the pace they're going. So
and we can see if your speculation is right.
Yep. I'll add that to the one. I'm trying to remember this year the ones that I bring them up. I'm tracking them, and we'll talk about them on our Fireside Chats. The ones that I hit and miss. Hopefully, I don't miss them all. Remember, all these are speculations. Don't plan your life around our thoughts.
It's fun.
All right, let's see.
You're bound to get a couple right.
Which leads into how fast they were going by doing those things. Many of you probably get Inside the Bubble emails, and if not, also Inside the Bubble, Ryan, who does that, he actually has some books he sells. We used those when we first moved down here. We got some of the original Inside the Bubble books, and he's done a lot of updates. But Inside the Bubble, I'll put the website up. I think it's .com, but I'll look that up and put it on the screen. You should go there if you're looking into the area. Great information you can get from there. And also you get daily emails, which gives some updates of things. Well, one of these that came through caught my attention, and I think others have kind of talked about this one too, but how fast things are going here in the villages. This actually is an article he wrote, and it's based on real estate consulting firm, RCLCO. But anyway, that is tracking new home sales. Anyway, 2021, how many homes do you think they sold? I don't know if I've told you yet.
I actually think I saw the number when I was walking by your desk.
Right. New homes.
I can't tell a lie.
New homes. These aren't the resales. These are new homes. 4,004.
I saw 4,000, so I was like, that's sort of cheating if I say the number.
That's a record. Now, to do some comparisons, I'll just kind of jump to other years. 2021, so that was this year, was this year we just finished, 4,004. 2020, 2,452. All right, I think maybe that was because of the pandemic. No, because that's pretty consistent from the years before. 2019, 24.29. 2018, 21.34. 2017, 22.31. And let me jump back and see.
You know him and his statistics. He gets excited
These
about
are all
numbers.
similar. 2016 was a low. 1966. 2013 was a big one. 34.19, but it still wasn't 4,000. All these are in the 2000s, 2006, this was close. In 2006, 3,963 new homes. 2005 was the last time they broke 4,000. 2005 was 4,263 new homes. So they're rolling along with these homes. And I checked today trying to see, like what's the inventory looking like. So as of this morning, let's see. As of this morning, there were 79 total new homes that were on the market. That's pretty low for the villages, for how many that are actually available. That's the inventory they used to have. It's always, if you look on the website, it says 100 plus. It doesn't tell you the number. It just says 100 plus. And it's almost always that. And it's now getting down under 100. That happened last year for a little bit. The lowest I ever saw it get last year, I got to 8 one day. There was 8 new
I remember
homes.
you saying that because that surprised you.
Yeah, that was really shocking. And of course, they had gotten recovered, and it looks like the inventory's down a little bit again. All right, where those are at. Hammock at Finney, as of today, there were 22 homes that were for sale. Chitty Chatty, there's 37. Now, Chitty Chatty, that's because of Thai villas. There's a whole bunch of Thai villas, that are for sale, and I think some of those have been discounted. So, somebody, I'd seen a couple, and then somebody had asked me what that meant with discounting. But yeah, that's usually if a house is set for a little bit. So the Thai villas, there are 37. So if you took that out of the mix, there's really not a lot of houses on the market. We're down in that 40 range.
They go fast.
Yeah. All right, Case and Hammock, there's 6. Citrus Grove, there's 4. St. Catherine, there's 1. Now remember, some of these places were built a while back. St. Catherine was built a long time, over a year ago.
That's a long time for here.
They do leave some lots that they fill in later. So that's a brand new house. I'm listing brand new only. So it's a new house going on the market in St. Catherine. There was 1. Hawkins, now that is basically the phase 2 area of Hawkins. There's 5 homes for sale.
It could be down to 4.
Could be down to 4. We do know somebody out there. Congratulations. You know who you are that I know purchased over there.
Got their house this morning.
This morning, yep. So there may not be 79, maybe 78 homes. There's probably been several of these that have changed hands today. And then Oxford Oaks. Now, if you know where Oxford Oaks is actually a family section, it's part of the villages, but it's separate from the villages.
It's not connected by golf cart.
Correct. You can't take your golf cart and get into the villages from Oxford Oaks. It's where some of the families live, some of those that work in the villages. Most of those that work in the villages have access to the village's charter school. It's a kind of similar to what Middleton is. Middleton is going to be much larger, I guess, and it's going to be kind of intermingled with things, and it's going to have actually golf cart access. All right, so I thought those were interesting.
Your statistics.
The statistics. I'll try and keep you up to date on these every once in a while on the Fireside Chat with the number of homes for sale, and we're going to see how low it gets this time for the thing. Now, realize
make a prediction?
Every day, no, I'm not going to predict on that one. Every day there's new homes that are added to that. So tomorrow the number will be different. So don't panic buy on things if you were looking at them. Just
there's so
interesting
much that's
the
coming.
Amount of inventory that's there. Many are bought in a day, and many come on the market each day because they're finishing houses. They're doing 4,000 a year, so that's more than 10 a day that probably get added to the mix. All right. Then I wanted to talk about our experience with. We're trying to figure out how the term to use for this, but it is basically a problematic contractor.
Yes.
And they take some advice. We're not going to tell you who this contractor is.
No.
We'll just kind of give you the story of what had happened.
So you can prevent it from happening to you.
Yeah, and this advice is really for those of you that are just getting ready to move to the villages or just arriving and closing on your home. Now, you will find on close, at least when we did, and we were warned this would happen.
Yeah.
When you close on your home, When you get to your house, you close, you're all excited, you get to your house, your doorbell is going to ring several times that day. When you're just getting settled in for your first day, you're unpacking, and there's going to be some contractors come to your door that are cold calling to try and get you to do their services, whether it be landscaping or driveways or any types of things, bug services, all those types of things.
Water stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of those. Now, I don't want to paint with a broad brush and say all of those are necessarily bad.
Yeah.
My point is always investigate a contractor that comes to your door and be sure that it is trustworthy. Our experience, and we had been warned not to do this, but our experience, we did have, and this person I think came the second day after we closed. It was for landscaping. Now, the landscaper, I'm not going to put the name there because he has been arrested and not due to our incident. We actually come out pretty good at the end, so wait till the end of our story. But he has been arrested and his situation hasn't been fully adjudicated. So I'm not going to say that guilty of anything at this point. That's why I don't want to put the name up. But had we done our homework and just Googled the name of the company, we would have seen that there was a problem. Now, we thought when the individual came to the door and agreed to take us to show some of the work that was done, and we went to many places in the area, and
it was all great work.
It was all some great work.
Yeah.
So that isn't necessarily the best answer. You're just doing the references, because those references, if they're hand-picked, may turn out to be really good.
Yes.
Now, this individual would appear to be, as they kind of came to an area that was new and just starting. We had just built
a new neighborhood, new houses.
There's still homes being built in the neighborhood. We'd moved in, and basically to get those one or two homes in the area and have some work done and make it look nice, and that can be the sales pitch for the rest of the neighborhood. Well, long story short, the problem was with our landscaping. Once we wanted half the money up front.
Which is fine.
Well, to a certain extent, I think that's questionable too. Just be careful with money up front. Make sure you know what you're getting into. Maybe a little bit of something, but half the money you want it up front. And he actually had a good price, so like I said, it works out for us in the end. So he said they was a little bit behind. It'd be a few weeks to get to it, but he got to us in 2 or 3 weeks, I guess, when he first showed up and ripped out the front landscaping. And so the front
all
yard
of our bushes.
Yeah, everything was kind of ripped out.
So it was nothing but dirt and holes.
Yeah, and then the delays started, and the delays went for
7 months.
Yes,
I counted
7 months
because I was frustrated because our brand new house did not look nice at all with dirt and holes in the front.
Yeah,
no bushes.
Yeah, so it just took time to get it done. Maybe there's valid reasons. We got lots of excuses for it, but maybe they were valid, maybe they weren't.
Yeah, and bring some block. Like when I would call or text, he'd bring some block over to try to just
make it look like they were getting ready to do something, and then
it'd be a couple months later.
That was keep us
satisfied or keep us thinking that we'd be okay.
Yeah. So I said after 7 months, he finally got a little more active on it. There were even instances where we would hear that certain workers, we got to know the workers, and while I'm saying this, the workers were great with this company. This was more of a management issue, and whatever was happening behind the scenes there. Those guys, they helped do some of the design work. We didn't know exactly what we wanted. They came up with some great ideas, worked their butt off. So we have no complaint. I would hire those guys individually any day.
Yes.
So it just took so long to get things done, but eventually it gets done. We also had some driveway work we thought about getting done, and of course that once we saw how long that was going to take, we weren't going to use that company for the driveway work. my point was, there was a couple of times that we were told excuses like individual was sick. Well, we knew who the workers were. And you know how we drive around and look at construction every day? Well, we drove around and we would keep seeing the individuals that supposedly were sick working at another house for that company.
Which would be...
It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
The boss was lying that he was sick. That guy probably didn't even know he had said that and was using it as the excuse. So anyway, like I said, luckily we had a phone number. We were able to text and try and get a hold of him. He didn't always answer, but we pestered him enough to get it done. And once it was done, we washed our hands of it. And we ended up, like I said, with a very good price, a very good product. It just took us a long time, much longer.
Over 7 months.
Yeah, and that was not what he said was going to happen. He indicated there'd be a little bit of a delay, but he made it sound like just a couple of weeks before they could get going.
Yeah.
And this was before the crazy times now where contractors are so busy.
It was before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID. So, point is, any contractor that you're going to use, especially if they're cold calling, at least do a Google search. Do a little bit of behind the scenes. Don't just take that 1 or 2 references that they take you to see. Be sure, use their Nextdoor as one of the sites you can use, and check Better Business Bureau. I don't have all the answers for the best places to look, but it would have been simple for us to realize that this was a problem had we done our research, and we didn't, and we had been warned. So you've been warned.
At least to help you out.
Yeah. But other than that, our other experiences as far as contractors have been good. That was our only bad experience.
Yeah, everything else has been wonderful.
Yeah. And so that was the main thing I wanted to get done for tonight. Appreciate you being with us. And I think
she's getting restless, so it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, again, I go back to work next week, but I've got a video at least that'll be going out while I'm gone, and then we'll try and keep on track from that point forward to get you one at least once a week. But until next time, we'll get back by the fire again as soon as we can. Until next time, we'll see you the next time we explore the villages.
Bye.
See you next time.